Joe Pesci, they always come and sing it.
Tune in for some happiness. Tune in for some fun. Tune in late at night or tune in the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. Here are the headlines. Basic law of state lays down succession rules. Adulterated animal feed racket busted in Oman. 1,000 graduates to benefit from training program. Agreement signed to equip a regional PCR laboratory. Largest illegal darknet marketplace, Dark Market, taken offline. COVID herd immunity will not happen in 2021, says WHO. Donald Trump and Mike Pence present a united front. Muzahir Sanjaya power BSC to big win. Williamson sets new high for Kiwi player. Smith leapfrogs Kohli to attain second position. Those are the headlines for today. Now let's take a look at weather.
Hi, my name is Maitha El-Shukeli for today's weather update. And right now, I'm outside the TFM studio in Al Khuwair. Before we move on to weather, here is our fact for the day. Across the globe, climate plays a big role in vegetation growth. For example, the desert plants are thick, prickly, and leafless, so they thrive during dry conditions because they can effectively retain water in their stems. That is our fact for the day. Now let's step inside the studio and talk more about weather. An alert has been issued by Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities saying that there will be reduction in visibility due to the fog formation, and there will be mainly clear skies over the rest of the Sultanate with chances of medium cloud advection along the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. And there's going to be chances of low-level clouds or fog patches over the parts of Al-Dhahira and Al-Buremi. And now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 24 to 15 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 22 to 13 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batina will be sunny, temperatures between 24 to 14 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batina will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 13 degrees Celsius. Al-Buremi will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 13 degrees Celsius. Al-Dhahira will be sunny, temperatures between 24 to 11 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will be sunny, temperatures between 27 to 14 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will be sunny, temperatures between 28 to 14 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiya will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 24 to 15 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will also be partly cloudy, temperatures between 27 to 18 degrees Celsius. And Dhofar will be sunny, temperatures between 21 to 11 degrees Celsius.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. Here are the COVID-19 updates. The MOH has announced the registration of 0 new deaths again because of COVID-19, keeping the total death toll at 1,508. The Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 142 new COVID-19 cases, taking the total cases in the Sultanate to 131,086. In the past 24 hours, there have been 228 recoveries, and the total number of recoveries now stand at 123,415. The ministry has urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. It is for the first time the basic law of the state has detailed the mechanism for the succession of power in the country. The eldest son of the Sultan will be known as the heir apparent for the first time in the modern political history of Oman and will be appointed by the Sultan as set forth in the basic law of the state. According to the procedures, the power shall be transferred from the Sultan to his eldest son and then to the eldest son of the heir apparent, assuming the succession. In case of the death of the eldest son of the Sultan before assuming power, the rule shall transfer power to the eldest son of the heir apparent even if he has brothers. If the heir apparent has no sons, then the power should be transferred to the eldest of his brothers, and in case the heir apparent has no brothers, then the rule shall transfer power to the son of the eldest of his brothers, and in case the eldest of his brothers has no son, then the rule will transfer the power to the son of the eldest of his other brothers as per the sequences of age of the brothers. In case of the heir apparent has no brothers or sons, then the rule shall transfer power to his uncles only from the father's side and their sons. The heir apparent to assume power shall be a Muslim and a legitimate son of the Omani Muslim parents. Article 3 of the law states that if the transfer of power is made to a person aged under 21, then the power of the Sultan shall be undertaken by a trusteeship council appointed by a royal bill, and in case of non-appointment of such a council before his death, the royal family council will appoint a trusteeship council comprising of one of the brothers of the Sultan and two sons of his uncles. The system of the trusteeship council shall be issued by a royal decree. Article 7 states that a royal order shall be issued on the appointment of the heir apparent to assume power and the prerogatives and duties to be assigned to him. The heir apparent shall be sworn in before the Sultan before exercising his prerogatives and duties. Article 8 says that in case it is not temporarily possible for the Sultan to exercise his powers, then the heir apparent shall assume such powers. Article 9 says the royal family shall have a council to be named the Royal Family Council, and a royal order shall specify its formation, system, powers, and priority of its members. Authorities busted a racket set up to supply adulterated animal feed and arrested expatriate workers who were found to be in possession of over 4,000 bags kept for filling adulterated animal feed in North Al-Batana. In a statement, the Consumer Protection Authority said the following. The General Directorate of Consumer Protection in North Al-Batana Governorate managed to arrest expatriate workers who were manufacturing large quantities of adulterated animal feed using expired goods mixed with a product used for feeding animals. The operation was being run without approvals or safety licenses. Officers were able to catch the workers red-handed while they were preparing the adulterated feed. There were 4,500 bags intended for packing the fodder and 331 materials used in the production of the feed mixture. 15 bags were found filled and ready for sale, the CPA added. Acting in cooperation with Bank Nisba, the Ministry of Labour and the Ministry of Education launched an educational training program which will benefit more than 1,000 Omani graduates. The program aims to enhance the educational sector in the Sultanate with highly skilled local manpower. The program comes within the context of public-private partnership and it serves the goals of the Oman 2040 vision. Khalid Al-Qayyad, CEO of Bank Nisba, said in a speech on the occasion that education is the main driving force of societies around the world, and this sector cannot contribute effectively to the growth of societies without providing top-quality training to teachers. Al-Qayyad added that educational financing has been designed to meet the needs of those who wish to further their studies. The program benefits graduates from 12 specializations in keeping with the requirements of the education sector in Oman. Sohar Port and Free Zone entered into an agreement with the Ministry of Health together with the support of 6 tenants for equipping a regional molecular PCR laboratory in the North Al-Batana Governorate. The laboratory is set to be operational by the first quarter of 2021. The signing ceremony took place on Tuesday at Sohar Port and Free Zone Administration Building. The agreement was signed between Omar bin Mahmoud Al-Mahrezi, CEO of Sohar Free Zone, DCO Sohar Port, and Sultan Saif Al-Sadi, Director General of Health Services in North Al-Batana Governorate, in the presence of representatives from the senior management of the two parties. The MOU signing is in line with the framework of improving healthcare services provided to citizens in the North Al-Batana, South Al-Batana, Musandam Al-Dahira and Al-Buremi governorates. The new laboratory will act as an alternative to central public health laboratories of the Ministry of Health in case of emergencies and comprises of a highly qualified technical team of 12 employees to meet the expected testing demands. The PCR laboratory is a joint corporate social responsibility project in coordination with existing tenants at Sohar Port, who will collectively support the development of the project. The tenants include OQ, Oil Tanking Terminals, Sohar Power Company, Sea Stainway Oman, Majlis Industrial Services, and Sohar International Urea and Chemical Industries. Commenting on the collaboration, Mohsin Al-Jabri, Executive Manager of Corporate Affairs at Sohar Port and Free Zone, said the following. The current situation has created the need for entities across all sectors to join hands towards enhancing healthcare services while simultaneously preventing and controlling sources of the infection as much as possible. This is possible by reinforcing the health systems through the utilization of modern and advanced technology, which has led to the development of this facility. The laboratory will be vital in accelerating diagnostic processes to allow for timely treatment, with the average time to conduct tests expected to reduce from 2 weeks to 3 days once operational. The lab will be equipped with the latest polymerization apparatuses approved by the Ministry of Health to conduct the required tests for COVID-19. The devices are also planned to include analysis capabilities for other ailments including influenza, hemorrhagic fevers, and others in the future. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
It's about time we kicked COVID-19 out of our lives. Join us on TTV Outline every Monday and let us learn how to fight COVID together.
German prosecutors in the cities of Koblenz and Oldenburg said on Tuesday that they had shut down what was probably the largest illegal marketplace on the darknet, called Dark Market, and arrested the man believed to operate near Germany's border with Denmark. The detained man, believed to be Dark Market's operator, is a 34-year-old Australian national. Authorities say drugs, counterfeit money, stolen credit card data, anonymous SIM cards, and malware were all traded on the site, which had 500,000 users and transacted businesses in cryptocurrencies equivalent to a value of $170 million. Oldenburg police said the raid took place over the weekend. Investigators were able to shut down the marketplace and turn off the server on Monday, prosecutors said. Dark Market's bust was not the first for German authorities, which had found illegal platform operators on German soil in recent years. In 2019, Koblenz prosecutors announced the discovery of darknet servers hosted from a former NATO bunker in a sleepy German town. Authorities say the probe that uncovered Dark Market involved a months-long international law enforcement operation. U.S. agencies like the FBI, DEA Narcotics Law Enforcement Division, and IRS Tax Authority all contributed to the investigation, along with the police from Australia, Britain, Denmark, Switzerland, Ukraine, and Moldova, with Europol playing a coordinating role. A total of at least 320,000 transactions were carried out via the marketplace, with more than 4,650 Bitcoin and 12,800 Monero, two of the most common cryptocurrencies, changing hands, Oldenburg authorities added. At the time of its closure, Dark Market had more than 2,400 vendors. World Health Organization Chief Scientist Soumya Swaminathan said on Monday that herd immunity to the coronavirus would not be achieved in 2021, despite the growing availability of vaccines. Mitigating factors to herd immunity include limiting access to vaccines in developing countries, skepticism about vaccination, and the potential for virus mutations, according to health experts. A growing number of countries around the world, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Singapore, and Germany, and other EU countries, are in the first stages of mass vaccination campaigns. Herd immunity occurs when enough people in a population have immunity to an infection so that it prevents the disease from spreading. We are not going to achieve any levels of population immunity or herd immunity in 2021, Swaminathan told a briefing, while emphasizing that measures such as physical distancing, hand washing, and wearing masks continue to be necessary in containing COVID-19 spread for the rest of the year. Swaminathan commented the incredible progress made by researchers to develop several safe and effective vaccinations at unprecedented speed. Countries are currently administering vaccines developed by BioNTech, Pfizer, Oxford University, AstraZeneca, and Moderna. We won't get back to normal quickly, Dale Fisher, chairman of the WHO's Outbreak Alert and Response Network, told a conference hosted by Reuters news agency. We know we need to get to herd immunity, and we need that in a majority of countries, so we are not going to see that in 2021, Fisher said. There might be some countries that might be able to achieve it, but even that will not create normal, especially in terms of border controls, he added. US President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence had a meeting in the White House on Monday, the first since Trump's supporters invaded the Capitol building, a senior administration official said. The two leaders had a good conversation despite reports that their relationship had been under strain for the past few days. Following the talk, a press release from the White House announced that the president had declared a state of emergency in Washington, D.C. from January 11th to January 24th, 4 days after Joe Biden's inauguration. The state of emergency gives the Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Emergency Management Agency the authorization to coordinate disaster relief efforts in the nation's capital city. The conversation reportedly included plans for the coming week and reflecting on the administration's achievements over its 4-year term. The officials said that both men had agreed that those who broke the law and stormed the Capitol last week do not represent the America First movement. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with the sports news.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
It's about time we kicked COVID-19 out of our lives. Join us on TTV Outline every Monday and let us learn how to fight COVID together.
Welcome back to the Midday Update. Here are the sports stories. Brilliant batting by Muzahir Raza, who slammed a splendid 148 not out, and excellent all-round show by Sanjaya Ravindra powered Bosher Sports Centre to a massive 219-run victory against MCCC Blue in a 50-over Junior League Under-19 game at OC Turf 2 in Amarat on Saturday. Muzahir struck 3 sixes and 10 fours in his 145-ball knock, while Sanjaya stroked an elegant 73 as BSC posted a sizable 333 for 4 on the board. MCCC Blue wilted under a big totals pressure, getting dismissed for 114 in the 40th over. Sanjaya was the pick of BSC bowlers, taking 3 for 10 in 7 overs, 4 of which were maiden. MCCC Yellow rode on superb performances by Mohammad Hamza, who claimed 4 for 21, and Aryan Nishit and Dhyan Deepak, who scored impressive half-centuries to seal a thumping 9-wicket win over Bosher Sports Centre in a Junior League Under-16 30-over match at Muscat Municipality Ground 1 on Saturday. Hamza's spell was instrumental in restricting BSC to 131 for 9, which Yellows chased down in the 16th over, scoring 132 for 1 as Aryan and Dhyan struck unbeaten 59 and 58 respectively. Mark Matthews' vital 53 was the highlight of MCCC's Blues' 126-run win over MCCC Red in a Junior League T20 match at Muscat Municipality Ground 2. Blue scored 189 for 5 and then bowled out Red for a dismal 63 in 13.4 overs. In another Under-13 league match, Nilaksh Vats whacked a swashbuckling 128 off only 44 balls as Indian school Wadi Kabir A thrashed ISWK B by 163 runs at Muscat Municipality Ground 3. Ridesh Mani was the other main scorer in ISWK A's 259 for 3 in 20 overs. ISWK B could not bat with the same flourish, managing a lowly 96 for 4 in its quota of 20 overs. New Zealand skipper Kane Williamson has reached the best ever rating points by a Kiwi player after his brilliant 238-run knock in the second test against Pakistan. Williamson has also consolidated his position at the top of the list of batsmen in the ICC men's test playing rankings. Australia batsman Steve Smith, who rode back to form in the pink test against Australia, has leapfrogged Indian skipper Virat Kohli to the second position after scores of 131 and 81. Cheteshwar Pujara's knock of 50 and 77 to have taken him to 8th from 10th position, and Rishabh Pant's score of 36 and 97 have helped him gain 19 places to reach 26th position. Hanuma Vihari and Ravichandran Ashwin too have gained after their fighting knocks, as has Shubman Gill. Williamson named player of the series after leading his side to an innings and 176 runs win and a 2-0 victory in the 2-test series, has reached 919 rating points, bettering his own mark of 915 in December 2018. Those were our local stories, our international stories, and our sports stories. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, so stay tuned to the Midday Update.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.